Greetings, my fellow Mouse Theater comrades. I'm your host, Mouse Daily Ward of MSWCW, Mouse Daily Ward's Championship Wrestling, and welcome to this men's and women's edition of TRIUM, the Three Leagues. It's real live in Niigata, Japan, for this men's and women's jam-packed episode of the Cross Branch Show. And so, kicking off now in this first matchup, the men's half, kicking off in this first half, which is a men's half edition of TRIUM, the Three Leagues. In this first matchup, we have a triple threat match between Retilium's, Roman Reigns, Viridium's Edge, and Ceruleum's Daniel Bryan. Which these three men will walk out as winner of this first matchup? We'll find it out right now. MSWCW, Miles Stanley Ward's Championship Wrestling, live on YouTube. This is the men's half edition of TRIUM, the Three Leagues, the Three Alive in Niigata, Japan, for this men's half action-packed episode of the Cross Branch Show. And I hope you all for enjoying this live stream from all over the world, where this replay, whatever country you live in or the time zones. I hope you all enjoy your day. Whether it's in the morning, evening, or night, hope you all enjoy your day, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy this live stream / replay. So, yeah. Good lordy. And John Breakdown's going to be back live streaming in about 18 minutes. 17 to 18 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be back. Here is your winner with Williams of the Shield, Roman Reigns, the big dog and also known as the head of the table. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, moving right along to this second matchup. In this second matchup, ladies and gentlemen, we have an 8-man 4-way tornado tag team match featuring the men's open tag team champions of the 4 brands. We have the TRIUM men's open tag team champions Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder versus the Viridian men's open tag team champions, the Colognes, Primo and Epico Cologne, versus the Cerulean men's open tag team champions, the Sakamoto brothers, Takeshi and Kenji Sakamoto, versus the TRIUM men's open tag team champions of the Malaysian regime, Matthew and Ethan Davis. Which these 4 teams of 2 men's open tag team champions of the 4 brands will walk out as the winners of this second matchup. We'll find out coming up next on MSWCW, Miles Stanley Ward's Championship Wrestling, live on YouTube. Here are your winners, the TRIUM Men's Open Tag Team Champions, Matthew and Ethan Davis of the Malaysian Regime. Moving onward to this third matchup, we have a singles match between, once again, with these two previously in Reptilian. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. As I was saying, I want to repeat and just reiterate. In this third matchup, we have a singles match between these two men who fought against each other back in Reptilian, the League of the Reds, and in Niigata, Japan. We have the Monster Among Men of the Monster Express, the Braun Strowman, versus the Reptilian Men's Global Champion, Satoru Kobayashi. And Antoine Brown, glad to have you on. Which these two men will walk out as winner of this third matchup? We'll find that out coming up next to MSWCW, Miles Stanley Ward's Championship Wrestling, live on YouTube. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. This guy used to wrestle real quickly. I'll be back momentarily. Good Lord. Here's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Braun Strowman, and his retribution after his loss to Satoru Kobayashi in Reptilian, the League of the Reds. Excuse me. Oh, good lordy. All right, so moving onward to this fourth matchup, we have the second 8-man 4-way tornado tag team match between these 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 men's global tag team champions of the four brands. Mm-hmm. Oh, give me a sec, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I was just messaging my friend John Breakdown, and he will be live streaming Sunday Night Breakdown, ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight, in an hour, of course. So, as I was saying, yeah, as I was saying, we have the Reptilian Men's Global Tag Team Champions, the Black Dragons, versus the Viridian Men's Global Tag Team Champions, Synergy, versus the Cerulean Men's Global Tag Team Champions, the Usos, versus the TRIUM Men's Global Tag Team Champions, the Malaysian Regime, Natsuki and Satsuki Matsumoto. Which these four teams of two men's global tag team champions of the four brands will walk out as winners of this fourth matchup? We'll find it out coming up next in MSWCW Miles Stanley Ward's Championship Wrestling live on YouTube. Here are your winners, the TRIUM Men's Global Tag Team Champions, Natsuki and Satsuki Matsumoto of the Malaysia scene, who won in their home country, who has gained their victory in their home country, Japan, ladies and gentlemen. My God, give it up for these two men of the Malaysia regime, Natsuki and Satsuki Matsumoto. Moving on right now to this fifth matchup, we have a singles match between two men of Retilium, obviously. We have Robert Roode versus Mr. McMahon, which these two men will walk out as winner of this this fifth matchup. We'll find it out coming up next at MSWCW Miles Stanley Ward's Championship Wrestling live on YouTube. Yep, I was right. And here's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. McMahon. Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Dang it. Moving onward now to this men's semi-main event, we have the third eight-man four-way tornado tag team match featuring the men's world slash universal tag team champions. We have the Rotilium men's world tag team champions, the Cassidy brothers, the Viridium men's world tag team champions, Chaos, the Cerulean men's world tag team champions, the the Heralds of Valhalla versus the TRIUM men's Universal Tag Team Champions of the Malaysian regime, Franklin and Felix Constantine. Which these four teams of two men's world slash Universal Tag Team Champions of the four brands will walk out as winners of this men's semi-main event. We'll find that out coming up next to MSWCW Miles Stanley Ward's Championship Wrestling live on YouTube. And also, guys, click like and sub to UCWE, ladies and gentlemen. UCWE. They're currently live streaming right now, called The Day of Reckoning. That's UCWE, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see something about UCWE here.
Alright. Alright. TRC. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's just called UCWE, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's the abbreviation of it, but yeah. And continually enjoy this live stream in this men's semi-main event. Well, here are your winners, ladies and gentlemen. Bring. Uh, as I was saying, excuse me. Here are your winners, ladies and gentlemen. The Cerulean Men's World Tag Team Champions, Ringar and your Nigar Magnuson, the Heralds of Valhalla. And I believe John Breakdown is live right now, ladies and gentlemen. He's live right now with Sunday Night Breakdown. So yeah. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the moment we all been waiting for, the men's main event of the men's half edition of TRIUM, the 3 leagues. In this men's main event, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 4-way tables match featuring the four men's champions of the Malaysian regime. We have the TRIUM Men's Internet Champion, Blake BJ Johnson, the TRIUM Men's Open Champion, the TRIUM Men's Open Champion, Matthias Edwards, the TRIUM Men's Global Champion, Miles Standish Ward, and TRIUM Men's Universal Champion, yours truly, Miles Stanley Ward. Which these four TRIUM Men's Champions of the Malaysian regime will walk out as winner of this men's main event? We'll find that out coming up next at MSWCW. Miles Stanley Ward's Championship Wrestling live on YouTube. And ladies and gentlemen, give me a few minutes before we get to this live stream, before we get to this, get this match up going. Give me a sec while I get with John Breakdown here. And let me get this live stream. And there we go. Just give me a sec, ladies and gentlemen.
And so joining me now, the one, the only, the legendary promoter, Miles Stanley Ward.
What's up, everybody?
Glad to have you on, Miles. And right now, kicking things off here on Sunday Night Breakdown, we have the legendary John Cena versus Roman Reigns in a rematch from 2018. And also, John Cena has not really wrestled since that Fiend Funhouse match.
Yeah, something like that last year.
And Reigns hasn't really defended the title hardly at all. And as you guys know, this Friday, Daniel Bryan puts his career on the line against Roman Reigns' Universal Championship. If Reigns wins, Daniel Bryan will be gone from SmackDown, and he may go to Raw, or he may go to NXT, or he may just simply leave WWE altogether. But if Daniel Bryan wins, then at WrestleMania Backlash, we could potentially see Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro.
That would be a great matchup.
That way Reigns could still be heel and not lose. But I could see Daniel Bryan putting Cesaro over, that would be a good match. Either match would be good. Reigns versus Cesaro or Bryan versus Cesaro. I feel like if they did Reigns versus Cesaro, Cesaro would just get buried. And the reason why they're not really that they kind of buried Cesaro a little bit on Friday was because Cesaro is not a talker. He does not cut a decent promo. That's why Daniel Bryan did all the talking. But I am excited. So I mean, we'll see what happens. And what a great match to kick off here on Sunday Night Breakdown. And I do apologize for the late broadcast, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm live streaming too. I'm doing my right now. I'm in the main event for the with tables match with 4 members of the Malaysia regime.
Nice.
We got Blake Johnson, Medadius Edwards, Miles Standish Ward, and yours truly in this matchup.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, still to come, we got tag team title action. Ashron Roberts and Batista are teaming for the first time to take on the Authors of Pain for the Sunday Night Breakdown Raw Tag Team Championships. We also have the Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. And also, the Raw Women's Championship will be on the line as Ruby Riott faces her gravest challenge from Ronda Rousey. Also, in the main event, the Demon of Death Valley, the Prince of Darkness, The Undertaker, puts his Universal Championship on the line in a special Raw Elimination Chamber match.
And I win this matchup.
Featuring Miles Stanley Ward, Baron Corbin, AJ Styles, just to name a few. And that's just what is still to come here on Sunday Night Breakdown. And right now, Roman Reigns all over John Cena.
I won the 4-way tables match.
Nice. And now the ref's count is up to 6. Also, Charlotte and Bayley team up to go after the women's tag team titles. And John Cena breaks up the ref's count just as the ref was about to count 10. John Cena does not want to win that way. And both these two men are fighting on the by Razor, and the Raw Tag Team Champions have turned the tide here. Quick tags here by the authors of Pain, reminiscent of the Road Warriors. I really hope that the Road Warriors will be in the next WWE game. Please, if you're listening, Vince, more legends. And a high Harley Race-like knee there by the Greek Triple H, as he calls himself. And now Razor, just like Akam, going to get brought in unceremoniously here. Suplex. And Asheron Roberts doing most of the work here in this tag team title matchup. And now here comes another double team here by Batista and Asheron. And Batista, trying not to get hurt because, you know, he's Mr. Hollywood.
And
Former Drax the Destroyer. And now knee there by Razor. And Razor really thinks he's going to outmaneuver Lou Thesz press by Batista, the former 6-time world champion and 2-time Royal Rumble winner.
And right now on my live stream, we got Maria Edwards versus Jacqueline.
And high Harley Race like knee again. And now shades of Triple H, that spine buster. And Asheron went to tag Batista, but Batista jumped off the apron. And I think Batista and Asheron are having a little bit of disagreement here. And now Razor on the outside. I mean, not Razor, Akam on the outside. And Fireman's Carry. Asheron slides back in the ring, as does Akam. And Akam just ran into a pedigree by Asheron. And oh my God, Asheron Roberts and Batista won the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Oh wow, John!
Holy
Congrats! Oh no! Oh wow, Asheron! Wow!
And
what a
congratulations,
super kick.
Asheron. Asheron, if you're watching, congratulations. You are now a tag team champion.
With Batista.
Of all people. I did not think they were going to win, but look at the, oh my God, they're hugging.
And Maria Edwards beat Jacqueline.
Nice. And Miles, keep a eye on my chat for me, will you?
All right.
And now coming up next, we have a Raw Women's Championship match.
Oh wow!
As Ronda Rousey takes on Ruby Riott. Also, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a wrestling fan, don't forget tonight is TNA and AEW's Impact Rebellion, as it is champion versus champion. Will Rich Swann win the AEW Heavyweight Championship, or will Kenny Omega add the Impact Heavyweight Championship to his resume, and he will be a AAA, AEW, and Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion at the same time? That is actually going on right now, actually.
Oh wow! So it's like a winners takes all match.
Pretty much, and I'm surprised that Impact Wrestling is working with AEW, but AEW hasn't done much to really promote Impact Wrestling, which is kind of fucked up, to be honest with you, because they're doing a talent exchange.
Mm-hmm.
So, and right now Ronda Rousey all over Ruby Riott. And also, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a fan of Ronda Rousey, she is pregnant. So in about eight months, she's going to give birth to the baddest baby on the planet. And clean break here by Rousey and Riot. I really think Ruby Riot is underrated. Ruby Riot is my favorite diva to watch. Oh, and sit down powerbomb there by Riot. Oh, and hi, Ashron. Now you're on.
Yeah, S01 first commented on your chat. And John, I'll be right back.
All right, that is not a problem. Glad to have you on, Miles. And right now, Ruby Riot feeling it here. She is all over Ronda Rousey. Oh, and what a maneuver. That's got to hurt. That's got to hurt your lower back. And I will never forget when Ronda Rousey almost broke Stephanie McMahon's arm. That was hilarious. And so now 1. Also, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're wrestling fans, if you are a wrestling fan, check out WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Impact Wrestling, which you can watch Impact Wrestling and Ring of Honor on Pluto TV for free. And punch by Rousey, snap there by Rousey, and now Rousey with a kick to the back of the skull there, base of the skull by Rousey. I don't know if Miles is going to allow you to face me on his show, Ashron. I think you're in a different league. That's up to Miles. Also, Tata Beast is going to be in the main event along with Miles and AJ Styles and Baron Corbin in that Elimination Chamber for the World's title, for that Universal Championship. And modified suplex there by Rousey. Rousey wants that Women's Championship back. And so Rousey may be looking for that armbar submission here. And Rousey going to work on the arm. Both women's backs are injured. And Hurricane Rana there by Riot. And Riot all over Ronda Rousey here. Also want to say happy birthday to The Undertaker. And so now,
all right, John, I'm back.
Okay, glad to have you back on. And right now, Rousey has turned this match around here, ladies and gentlemen. She's in the driver's seat in this Raw Women's Championship matchup. But now here comes Riot. And right now, snap near by Rousey. And by the way, Miles, Ashron wants to face me on your show for the Iridium's Championship.
Oh, wow. That's right. Oh, golly.
And judo hip toss. Now here we go. Armbar. Armbar. Ruby Riot may have to tap out here. Ruby Riot in the middle of the ring. And Riot fighting out of it. And the Raw Women's Champion showing a heart of a lioness. But her arm, she's holding that arm. Arm drag herself by Riot. And headbutt by Riot.
If he wants their Viridium Men's World Championship, he's going to have to get it at Conquest, Newark, New Jersey. In part 2, of course.
And now Riot with the pin.
And it's going to be on...
And so now, go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be on Sunday in part 2, the men's free preview.
Okay. I'll definitely be there.
Yeah, Sunday night, in May, of course.
Okay. And Ashron Roberts says, I wanted Miles, or I want to retire you both.
What?
Okay. Getting a little full of ourselves now.
First of all, Ashron
Ashron.
Roberts, I'm the owner of MSWCW. You don't retire me ever, because I
Insane.
run that some piece. Because I am the big
Oh,
dog.
and Ronda Rousey stopping Riot's momentum here, and now going back to that injured arm, trying to put Riot on the shelf now. Ashron, man, you talk a big game.
Because I am the righteous big dog and the head of the table. Unlike Roman Reigns.
Miles, why? Why?
Unlike
Why?
Roman Reigns, John. Unlike Roman Reigns.
You're better than Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have a new Raw Women's Champion, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey. I mean, that arm, my God, Ruby Riot's shoulder must be separated.
And you may not know this, John, but Lily Rose won the Retilia Women's World Championship.
You did say that, and we have not heard from Lily in a couple of days, so I don't know if she's busy, because she has not been on she's not been on Tay's live stream. She hasn't been on my live stream in quite some time. So hopefully, wherever she is, she's doing all right.
In Japan, yeah.
And Ronda Rousey wins the Raw Women's Championship. And so coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have kind of a dream match. We have Roderick Strong taking on Drew McIntyre. Now, these two men have never faced each other, believe it or not. They have not faced each other on the indie circuit, as far as I know. So this is kind of a dream match. And collar elbow tie up now, and now Roderick Strong getting the better here of the 6'4" Drew McIntyre. Good God. Also, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to check out WrestleMania Backlash. We already have two title matches announced. We have Drew McIntyre taking on the almighty Bobby Lashley, and we have Bayley versus Bianca Belair for the first time since their time in NXT. Can the EST survive Bayley, the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion in history? And also, while I'm on the subject, what the hell is going on with Charlotte Flair? Attacking referees.
That's why I wanted to know.
Attacking referees. Her daddy raised her better than that. I'm sorry. You don't do that.
I mean,
did you ever see Ric Flair in his 40+ history ever attack a referee? I think not.
And that's the second time we've seen her do that. Remember back in 2018, I believe.
Yes. I remember. And Charlotte Flair, she just does not like the referees. And right now, Roderick Strong getting the better of Drew McIntyre. But I am glad to see Aleister Black back, though.
Yeah, back on SmackDown.
I don't like his new gimmick, though, because he kind of reminds me of the father from Far Cry. He looks like the father from Far Cry with those glasses.
Joseph Seed, yeah.
Yes. Oh, what a chop by Strong. And now the Scottish Prince, Drew McIntyre. I'm still waiting to see Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal, because Jinder Mahal is healthy. They're just not using him right now.
Isn't he in NXT in India?
I think he is right now because he's helping out NXT India, because we have NXT India, we have NXT England, and I believe this year we're supposed to get NXT Japan, which is why Kushida won the Cruiserweight Championship, which also, by the way, congratulations to Kushida. I cannot wait to play as him on the next game, because I already have an idea of a great tag team. Him and Nakamura. I mean, can you imagine Shinsuke Nakamura and Kushida tag team champions?
Yeah.
And also, I really want Nakamura to win the world championship. They were pushing him. So, we'll see what happens.
Hey, what was the next NXT before NXT Japan, you said?
There's NXT, we have NXT England, which is NXT UK, which Walter is the heavyweight champion of, and
Yep.
Walter still has not lost that championship. He is the longest reigning champion in WWE history. Or he's close, because I know Pete Dunne held the United Kingdom Heavyweight Championship for, 500 days? Or 600 days? Because he held that title longer than Lesnar held the Universal. And also, by the way, Bill Goldberg wants to fight Big E. I want Goldberg to retire. I want Goldberg to retire. I'm sorry.
Let's see. Walter right now is the longest reigning champion, John, for about 750 days. Over 750
God damn!
days.
Excuse my language. Holy shit! He's on pace to tie Bruno Sammartino's WWF/WWE record for holding a championship for 1,000 days.
And Lily Rose wins this matchup on my live stream.
You know, that's an excellent question, Astron Roberts. I don't think CM Punk is coming back. However, even if CM Punk didn't come back to wrestle, please allow him to be on a video game. Like have him as like an unlockable or as DLC. Because there are so many dream matches. So many dream matches. CM Punk versus AJ Styles. CM Punk versus Roderick Strong. CM Punk versus Johnny Gargano.
Or Adam Cole.
Yes, oh God, yes. CM Punk versus Goldberg. CM Punk versus Edge. Which surprisingly, those two never fought.
Yeah.
And Drew McIntyre and Roderick Strong putting on a clinic here. My God. I just think Roderick Strong is taking some time off. Also, by the way, can I just say how I love the relationship between Dexter Lumis and what's-her-face of the Way?
Indy.
Yes, my God. Like, Indy is hot. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Oh, Roderick Strong blocked the Claymore!
Yeah, Indy Hartwell, yeah.
And Roderick Strong with those forearm shots, my God. And Roderick Strong giving the former two-time WWE champion Drew McIntyre all he can handle. I mean, you got to think if Roderick Strong, just like Roman Reigns earlier, if Roderick Strong knocks off McIntyre, he has to be in serious consideration for a title shot of his choosing. And Northern Lights suplex.
And speaking of Indy, on the other hand, she is an Italian and Chilean descent.
All right. Oh, Future Shock DDT. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and Roderick Strong's bid to get into that upper echelon of superstars for a title shot fails. Drew McIntyre just, god damn.
What a match on your live stream.
And McIntyre. Oh god! No, McIntyre! No, why? McIntyre!
Wow, Drew McIntyre. Wow.
Wow, this feud is not over. And coming up next, we have a Dream Tag Team matchup for the vacant Raw Women's Championships, Raw Tag Team Championships. We have Rhea Ripley, who in actual life is the current reigning Raw Women's Champion, taking on Charlotte Flair and Bayley, and teaming with the man Becky Lynch. This is a tag team made in heaven.
The Man and Rhea Ripley.
The Nightmare. The Man and the Nightmare.
Right.
Taking on the Queen and the Hugger. And right now, Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, they are no strangers to each other. And also, congratulations to Becky Lynch becoming a mom. And fuck you, Seth Rollins, for ruining her, you dick. Becky Lynch could have done so much better than you. I'm just kidding. You know, congratulations to you both. And can I just say how AEW is kind of misusing Jon Moxley?
Yeah.
I mean, he had that one run in that horrible hardcore death match with Kenny Omega, and now he's down back to doing tag team wrestling. I mean, you don't sign someone like Jon Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose, and you put him in tag team matches? Come on now. And also, congratulations to his wife, Renee. She's also pregnant.
Oh wow,
So.
Renee Young.
Mm-hmm. Hope they have a happy family. And right now, Charlotte Flair all over Rhea Ripley. This is a kind of WrestleMania rematch from WrestleMania 36, which Rhea should have won. Rhea really should have beaten Charlotte Flair. And Charlotte does not look like Charlotte. Charlotte looks like a mannequin. Too much makeup. I'm sorry. And now Charlotte Flair tags Bayley, and now we got Bayley and Becky Lynch. These two are also no strangers to each other. Clothesline. Bayley having a different attitude as of late. And the former SmackDown Women's Champion. Double underhook. Suplex to Becky Lynch. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. I'm gonna let Miles do commentary.
Okay. Well, right now we got Bayley and the man Becky Lynch on John's live stream, and right now we got an 8-woman 4-way tornado tag team match on my live stream. Oh, now Bayley here with that beautiful suplex, and makes the tag to the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley, who is the reigning Raw Women's Champion in Monday Night Raw, of course. And right now, Ripley here. Oh, and on my live stream, the Bret Order just won the matchup. And so but John's on the other hand, ooh, what a miss from them both. And right now, Rhea Ripley with that, ooh, that fantastic maneuver with that kick. Ooh, what a close line. And a jumping cutter. Good Lord. Saints of Randy Orton. And a flat jack. And right now on my live stream, ladies and gentlemen, we got Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte Flair.
All right, and I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. And now Charlotte Flair all over Rhea Ripley there with that kind of heel hook, modified abdominal stretch there. And Astron says Miles could not beat Hulk Hogan.
What is he? Please.
Hogan's an old ass. I mean, shit.
S01 Roberts been talking a lot of crap lately.
He's running. He reminds me of a overzealous Jason Jordan. When Jason Jordan was like, "We're in the Champions Club," when he was tag team champion with Seth Rollins. And now Charlotte Flair taking a lot of abuse here from Becky Lynch. And spear by the Queen. And Charlotte going for a cover. 1, 2. And Lynch barely powered out. And arm drag there by Becky. And these fans are on their feet here. Exploder by Lynch. Lynch now going for the pin. 1, 2, and kick out by the Queen. And oh, Rhea Ripley just leveled Bayley with a clothesline. But Flair got back up. And snap there. And drop kick. And now Rhea Ripley back on the apron. Another drop kick by Becky Lynch. And Bayley wanting a tag. And here comes Bayley. Here comes the hugger as Charlotte Flair rode out. An Irish whip by Bayley. Bayley showing that tenacity. Also, I kind of thought that, oh my good God. Turnbuckle suplex there by Bayley. And now Becky Lynch finds herself in dire straits. The man has to kind of get herself a second win now. And Kira Yamaha says, I am a huge Rhea fan. Well, Kira, here comes Rhea Ripley now. And the former NXT champion going for a suplex to Bayley. And Rhea Ripley all over Bayley now going for a cover. And now Bayley with a punch. Kira says, "Go Rhea, go Rhea, go." And so now here we go. Oh, hi, Gene. And Bayley and Charlotte Flair. And now Rhea went for a clothesline missing. And now Charlotte working on the knee. And now Charlotte Flair isolating Rhea Ripley from Becky Lynch. And now look at the teamwork here by the Queen and the Hugger. Shades of Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. And now we may be seeing a Bayley to belly here.
And Charlotte Flair pins Alexa Bliss.
Oh my God. And super kick there by Rhea to Bayley. Bayley hesitated. And now going for that butterfly suplex. And that's vintage Bayley. And Bayley went for that belly to belly, only to get fireman carried there by the Nightmare. And now here we go. And Rhea may be looking for a superplex. Becky hops off the apron. Oh no, Frankensteiner! Frankensteiner Hurricane Rana there by Rhea. And elbow by Bayley. And Bayley with a Hurricane Rana of her own. And now Bayley stomped to the back of the skull to Rhea. Rhea's back up now. And now Stun Gun. Shades of Stone Cold Steve Austin from his WCW days. You still there, Miles?
I'm still here.
Irish whip.
Yep.
Bayley to the outside. Uh-oh, Rhea targeting Bayley.
Right now on my live stream, we got an 8-woman 4-way 20 tag team match.
Nice. And now chop by Bayley to Rhea Ripley. And all 4 women leaving it all here in the ring now. Irish whip. And now Rhea showing that raw strength. Picking up Bayley. And superplex. Bayley's down. Rhea's down. And Rhea's going to wisely tag in the man, Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch, European uppercut. And now Becky Lynch may be looking for the disarmor here. And now Becky Lynch going for a pin here. And Bayley kicks out. And Becky Lynch trying to not get frustrated. Bayley with a punch. And Becky got sidetracked. Just got turned inside out by Bayley. And drops the elbow. Now here we go. Neck breaker there by Bayley. And Bayley has kicked it into that 4th gear. She senses victory is near. Bayley to belly. And Rhea was just a tad late. And we have new Raw Women's Tag Team Champions, the Queen, Charlotte Flair, and the Hugger, Bayley. Can their 2 egos coexist to have a long title reign? We shall find out. But Rhea and Becky Lynch, they have nothing to hang their heads upon. They left it all in the ring. And of course, Bayley wants a hug. And so Charlotte Flair and Bayley are now Raw Tag Team Champions. Well, let me rephrase. They are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, meaning they can go on all three brands. And so coming up next, making his Raw debut, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Scott Frost, ladies and gentlemen. The young blue chipper from Canada.
Scott Frost.
Making his Sunday Night Breakdown Raw debut here. Against The Fiend, no less. Good God!
Somebody I did not know of.
Oh my God!
Oh, Jesus.
Look at
military
the raw
press power slam.
Look at the raw strength of this young man from Canada. Good God. And The Fiend. And Scott Frost all over The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, my God. And now here comes The Fiend. And Scott Frost getting these New York fans on his side here. The Fiend slides back in, only to get belly-to-belly suplexed by Frost. European uppercut by The Fiend, and it did nothing. It did nothing.
Oh, and the Malaysian regime wins this matchup.
Yay! And finally, the Fiend took Frost off of his feet with a clothesline, double axe handle, as the Fiend now starts to work on the back of Scott Frost. European uppercut.
And so coming up next is the women's main event, the 4-way tables match.
Nice. Uh-oh, Frost is angry. And Scott Frost.
Okay. Bray Wyatt, there's no way, no how you're going to win this matchup against Scott Frost.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, but you don't have a chance. Just because you're the Fiend doesn't mean you have a chance against this monster from Canada. Oh, what a spear!
Jesus, shades of Roman Reigns, Edge, and Goldberg.
And of course, myself.
Yes, I forgot. Also, Miles. And Scott Frost is feeling the power here. Oh, and Jawbreaker. The Fiend went for a crossbody. And just look at the raw power of Scott Frost. My God.
Jesus.
This young man, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, with Mark Henry, who trained him. Oh no, Mandible Claw! And the Mandible Claw failed. Oh, he got back up. And Scott Frost. I mean, my God, not many people survived the Mandible Claw, Miles.
Yeah.
And now, biting him. The Fiend is biting Scott Frost. Oh, God. And the raw power of Scott Frost. Frost missed with the clothesline. And now Scott Frost sending a message to the locker room. I'm here to stay. But the Fiend throws him back inside the ring. And this monster from Canada. Oh my God!
Oh my gosh. Maria Edwards picks up the second victory. Oh my gosh.
Scott Frost just beat the Fiend. Shades of Miles. Holy shit. Just look at the shape he's in. Holy Toledo.
Jesus.
That man's a monster. He's got to be like, what, 6'5"? 6'6"?
Hey,
And he beat the Fiend.
hey, that should be Asheron's opponent for him.
You know what, Asheron? Before you get to me or to Miles, you got to beat Scott Frost next week.
Exactly.
And coming up next, Hunter Mills. Hunter Mills, the man from Perth, Australia, the former United States champion who lost to Booker T at WrestleMania, is coming out to cut a promo, apparently.